everyone. My name is Rochelle Thomas. I have been at the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Gordontown for over 25 years. Yes, this is a church that I was born and raised in. Church was always a lifestyle for me, as it was how I was raised. Even now, I can remember many of my friends whom I went through Sabbath school classes and Pathfinder achievement classes. Their names are flooding back right now. Some of them are in the church, some, unfortunately, they are not with us. As a child, however, I specifically remember this big camcorder that Elder Pinnock used to have, and he would use this to record videos at church. Of course, in hindsight, looking back right now, it was not so big. But in my mind, this was the first introduction that I had to the communication department within the confines of church. Now, at the time, there was not a specific named department such as communication. However, the roles were being carried out. At that time also, we did have a website, and if I'm not mistaken, we had an email as well. And there was also the use of the projector for speakers who had to come in and do presentations. Now, we also had a robust audio system, which we used to use at street meetings, but we also used it in-house. Yeah. Some of the individuals who stand out to me in this area are Brother Patrick Sterling, Brother Patrick Samuels, Elder Marvin Edwards, and Elder Howard McCullough, just to name a few. I don't want to get in any trouble here. But I also remember we would advertise crusades or campaigns or week of revivals via a painted plyboard. And so this plyboard will be put up usually probably at Mama River or in the Garden Town Square. And we also would use town criers. This would be two horns. We had two horns and we would attach them. I remember specifically Brother Patrick Sterling attaching the two horns to his car, driving around, and we had one person in the car would be saying, inviting persons to the crusade or whatever camp meeting we were having. Now, we have expanded on that foundation that was set before us, and we are able to now broadcast to our Facebook and our YouTube platforms, expanding just from a Facebook live stream using a mobile phone, and now we have a full production setup. This was also catalyzed by the integral role of the communication department in supporting the mission of the church during the COVID pandemic when we launched our Better Days Are Coming virtual impact series. This series connected our local congregation with our speaker who was based in Montserrat. To God be the glory. It is hard for me to pick a favorite memory, but I will have to say my favorite memory was one Sabbath morning during the middle of the COVID pandemic when the churches were starting to reopen. We were broadcasting from our local church, and every morning we would come and set up and pull down on a Sabbath because we don't have a room specific for the communication department and its devices and equipment. So we came early one Sabbath morning, we set up, and we were actually early for church. We finished 15 minutes before the services was supposed to start. And so at that time, we just, went outside to have our breakfast and waited until church was supposed to start. We tested, everything was good. Then church was gonna start 9 o'clock. And we went in, turned on the other equipment, nothing. No camera was picking up in the switcher, no computer was turning on, absolutely nothing. I personally went through every single connection to see if we missed something, or everything was perfect, but it would not turn on. So I turned to the guys, I said, listen, we gotta pray. We have to pray. And so we went outside and we prayed. We did 2 or 3 prayers, and then we went back inside in faith that everything would be fixed. Guys, let me tell you, we stepped inside, we did absolutely no changes to the setup. Turned on the first computer, we were good. We turned on the switcher, we were good. Turned on the camera, everything was connected as if nothing happened. And listen, let me tell you, all we can say is, that was God. That was God. Next 10 years, my vision for the communication department would be that they will have a room to operate from, where all the equipment that has been dedicated to the service of God would be housed, and they would be able to minister effectively and efficiently. Now, I would also love for us to have at least 3 cameras and a proper talkback system to be able to broadcast the services of the church in a more seamless fashion and minimizing possible distraction during worship. But most importantly though, my vision for the communication team in the next 10 years would be that it is a safe place for youth to be able to worship God through media ministry, to be able to identify the hand of God during media ministry, and so that each team member's relationship with God will be strengthened. The Seventh-day Adventist Church in Gordontown started from humble beginnings 30 years ago with a Love in Action crusade in Savage Pen, Gordontown. And though we have no pictures or videos to show it, the foundation that was laid is undeniable. This year, October 22 to 29, 2022, we will have a week-long celebration highlighting all that the Lord has done through the Seventh-day Adventist Church in the Gordontown community. If, like me, you are in another country and unable to make it physically, follow the church's Facebook page and their Instagram pages at G.T.S.D.A Jamaica so that you can receive updates on the week-long activities. Also, make sure you subscribe to their YouTube channel, Gordontown S.D.A Church, and click on the post notification bell so that you will receive the notifications when they go live. But if you are in Jamaica, be sure to join us on location and celebrate 30 years with us under the theme, With God, Love in Action continues. See you there.